So I had a falling out with my partner, and she basically fired me, and she removed me from all my positions on the board. So she wanted me out. The problem was when I was looking for you guys, although I was employed by that company, I was only paying myself a salary of 35 grand. It was nothing. I was paying money into the company. I was floating a lot of the bills personally on top of that. And I just got to the point where I said, I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not going to do this anymore. So we had a real tough falling out. And hopefully she makes a lot of money and my value is worth something there. I decided that I wanted to actually use my value and be paid for it. For a good solid 2 years, I had barely made any money. All I did was spend, and I was bleeding. I still run a small investment company that I have a bunch of partners in, and that's going to be worth money at some point, but it's not today. Lots and lots of big roles. And it was great. It was great. And there was always money. But then I got really headlong into a lot of the just pure entrepreneurial stuff, which sometimes works and sometimes does not. So I went for a 2-year span, especially during COVID, where it was all outflow. And I got to a point and said, you can't do it anymore. I had gotten myself to a point where I firmly believed that I was unhireable, that the only type of role that I could look at in life was something that I created myself. I had to go create my own business. I had to go take some 100% commission role. I had to do something where it was all on Jason in order to make any money. And I convinced myself of that because of just the journey that I've been through. If I'm going to go make money, I'm going to have to bust my tail, and I take all the risk. My interviews always go well. I don't know that I've ever had a bad interview. I connect with people. I do really well with that. The problem is the follow-up. And the follow-on conversations are always like, we really like you, but we don't think that you're going to be able to fit into a corporate type of environment. So there was something that I was always broadcasting about me. There was something I was saying in the way that I was saying it. And so I knew that it was coming from me. So the value that you guys created for me right out of the gates, I even have it up on my wall. I keep it up here. It was the whole piece about worth, my worth. I had a lot of conversations about my worth as a human being and as a professional, but also financial. What is my worth? I really started zeroing in on what was important to me as a human being and what I want to do for the world. And I realized that I was missing a key piece. So my other mantra, impact, everybody wins. So I wrapped all that together and I stopped being afraid of what people were going to think of me. And I just said, this is what it is. The key was that recognition only came from the time that I spent with your team up front. From there, I tweaked my resume a little bit. Once I got that established, it changed the way that I approached interviews. It changed everything. And the feedback was very different. Just knowing my value and knowing my worth up front, it changed the way that I react to people.